Nigerians listen more to Christian and Muslim clerics than the government. Sanwo, welcome to the news. Governor Babajide Sanwo has called on Nigeria religious leaders to change their sermons, pointing out that Nigerians listen more to them than the government. He charged religious leaders to engage Nigerians, especially their followers, on the importance of building strong family structures for a better nation. Mr. Sanwo, represented by Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat, said it was time for clerics and religious leaders to change their sermons. On Friday, Mr. Sanwo gave the charge at a special Jumat service to commemorate the 61st National Independence held at the Lagos Secretariat's Community Central Mosque, Alausa. He added, this is by stressing on how to protect the environment by imbibing right attitudes and by law-abiding, amongst others. It is time to change your sermons to how do we protect the environment and other positive attitudes. This is because people listen more to the religious leaders than the government, especially in Nigeria, as they are taken as role models. He noted that the religious leaders are listened to by the people rather than the government, urging them to use their pulpit to sensitize the citizens on family values and the need always to be their brother's keeper. Mr. Sanwo added that family values had been lost and must be rejigged and strengthened for national development. He cited poor parenting as being responsible for some of the challenges and social vices of the country, which had now become a threat to the people as a nation. The governor charged parents to take proper responsibility for the upbringing and training of their children. The governor added that government could build roads, schools, and other infrastructure, but the way parents train their children is important. Well, Mr. Babajide Sanwo has spoken. He said that Nigerians, or the citizens of Nigeria, listen to the clerics, to religious clerics, more than they listen to the government. And for what reason, if I may ask? If the government have been a government with a listening ear, in a family where there are children, and there are two leaders of the family, the father, who is the head, the supposed head, and the mother, who is also a head, in the absence of the father. When the father comes back from work, he tends to want to have the time to himself and not listen to the children. Some fathers do that. That's as the kind of parent the Nigerian government is. They don't listen to the people. They don't care. They dish out orders, they dish out law that is only going to favor them. Selfish in all their acts. And you are coming out now because you want to be listened to. You're not practicing what you preach. The Nigerian government has never for once practiced what is preached. And now you're coming to tell religious clerics to do what exactly? Well, it is true that charity begins at home. But as well, the society should, first of all, sensitize itself. It should start from you. I don't know what leadership should not be seen as a thing of calling to be the head. No. Leadership is being called to serve. If you are seeing yourself as somebody who is so noble that you cannot get anything done, all you do is dish out orders, then you have no business being a leader. A leader is a chief servant. A leader shows his followers what it means. He wants them to go to the right path. What he does is he goes to the right path. He wants them to cut the grass. What he does is he cuts the grass and they follow. That's who a leader is. You do not come and you don't do your job well. You don't give listening ears to the cries of the people. Instead, what we do is we hear marginalization all around of every news each day. We hear. In a day, if they have 100 news in a day, 90% of the news are all marginalization of the masses, of the common man. And you come out and you say the Nigerian citizens are no longer listening or are not listening to the government. The problem is simple because the government has in turn not been listening to Nigerians. The government are, yes, we are going to say yes, charity begins at home. The family is where most of the values are inculcated. But this problem in Nigeria today is because the Nigerian government has never for once listened, especially this present government, listen to the citizens of Nigeria. They have never for once listened. Instead, what we do is, instead of them listening, we complain that things are bad, things get worse. We complain that things are not better, things get worse. When we say things are worse, they make things worse, so that we complain all the more. And when we are not fed up of complaining, what do? We agitate. Our hearts can no longer bear the pain. Our bodies can no longer bear the torture. So what do? Since Nigeria as a whole cannot give us joy, will continue draining us and draining us. What do? We keep agitating for secession. If the Nigerian has been doing what they are supposed to do as the Nigerian government, and not just as the Nigerian government, as a democratic government, most Nigerians agitating now, they wouldn't have a reason. If things are supposed to go, no lopsided appointments, no nepotism, no favoritism, and all kinds of citizen that is bad, or that leads to bad governance, or that points fingers to bad governance, then I do not think that Nigerians will ever. There will be no need for this speech, because everybody will be acting rightly. You're actually expecting Nigerians to listen to the government after they have been deprived of their own rights. Exactly my point. You don't listen to us. A common man today is being harassed. He's being harassed for no just reason. Why the person that harasses him, or whichever group harasses him, goes scot-free. In Nigeria, those that are right, that are patriotic citizens, are punished for no reason. And those that are traitors, they are celebrated. Their mouths are opened and will pour milk and honey into their mouth. That is what the Nigerian government does. And you come out and you tell people that the Nigerian government, the citizens of Nigeria, doesn't listen to, and you are in a way advising. The advice should be taken by you. Mr. Babajide Sanwo is a governor of Lagos State. He should take his own advice. Listen to the cries of Lagosians. And in turn, they will listen to you. You get the same vibration as the one you give. You do not pay deaf ear, and at the end of the day, you want somebody to listen to you. It's not done that way. Why not? Even as bad as the clerics are, they give us more hopes than politicians, the government. The religious leaders may only take our types, and maybe oh my goodness. And maybe wives which you can remarry, but politicians will take everything away from you, including your future, and leave you the total. I totally agree. On this note, we come to the end of the news. Thank you all for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your day.